All right, let's jump right into our deep dive today. Buckle up, everybody. We're heading to Bangkok. We're going to build you a jam-packed 2-day itinerary for your first visit.
Yeah, you're going to see all the best spots, incredible landmarks, some amazing markets, and we'll even touch on the food scene, which I know you've probably seen a lot of on Instagram. It's going to be exciting.
I know Bangkok can be a bit overwhelming if you're not prepared. There's just so much to do. So hopefully by the end of this deep dive, you'll feel a lot more confident and prepared for your trip.
Exactly. We'll be your guides to the city.
Perfect. All right, so let's pretend we've just arrived in Bangkok. What's the first thing we should do?
Well, we have to start with a little dose of culture and history. The Grand Palace, it's an absolute must-see.
Yeah, it looks incredible in pictures. I love those gold rooftops.
Oh, it's even more amazing in person. It was the residence for the kings of Siam for centuries. So you've got tons of ornate buildings, beautiful courtyards and gardens. You really could spend hours just walking around.
Wow, it sounds like a perfect way to spend the morning.
For sure. And while you're there, you have to check out the Temple of the Emerald Buddha. It's within the palace complex.
Right, Wat Pho, I think that's what it's called. That's the one with the super sacred Emerald Buddha statue.
That's the one. It's actually pretty small, but it's carved from a single piece of jade, and it's really important to Thai culture. I think it's considered the most sacred temple in the country.
Got it. Speaking of temples, are there any, etiquette tips our listeners should know about before visiting?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You want to make sure you dress modestly, cover your shoulders and knees. That's super important out of respect for the local customs.
Good tip.
Yeah.
No tank tops and shorts. Okay, so we spent the morning at the Grand Palace and Wat Pho. Where do we go next?
Let's see. Well, we should continue on with the temples. Let's go to Wat Arun. It's also known as the Temple of the Dawn.
Ah, yes. The Temple of the Dawn. I remember this one. It's right by the river, right? With that massive spire covered in porcelain.
You got it. It's 79 meters tall, and it's decorated with all these colorful porcelain mosaics. And the story is that the porcelain was actually from ships coming from China. It was ballast, but then they used it to decorate the temple. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I love that. It's like little pieces of history woven into the walls.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've admired the Temple of the Dawn. Any more temples on our list?
We've got one more. We can't skip Wat Pho.
Okay, Wat Pho. What's special about this one?
Well, it's home to the reclining Buddha. Have you seen pictures?
I think so. Refresh my memory, though.
Well, first of all, it's massive. It's 46 meters long and covered in gold leaf. Like you feel so small standing next to it. And then the soles of its feet are decorated with mother of pearl.
Wow, 46 meters. That's longer than a bowling lane. Okay, Wat Pho is definitely going on the list.
And, you can actually get a massage at the temple, too.
Wait, really? A Thai massage?
Yeah, Wat Pho is actually known as the birthplace of Thai massage. So, you can spend the afternoon exploring the temple and then relax with the massage.
Oh, I love that. It's like the perfect combination. All right, so after our temple tour and a nice relaxing massage, I'm officially starving. What does Bangkok have to offer when it comes to food?
Well, the street food scene is incredible. You have to experience that. It's like a total sensory overload, but in the best possible way. So many smells, all the different foods. It's pretty exciting.
Yes, it's so iconic, all those amazing food stalls lining the streets.
Exactly. If you're up for it, I'd recommend checking out the Sukhumvit Night Market.
Ooh, Sukhumvit Night Market.
Yeah, they have a huge variety of different foods, and it's a great place to experience the energy of the city at night.
All right, I'm sold. Let's talk food, though. What are some must-try dishes?
Okay, so for your first time, you can't go wrong with pad thai. It's classic for a reason. But if you're feeling a bit adventurous, try some boat noodles.
Boat noodles?
Yeah.
What are those?
They're served in this amazing broth that's been simmering for hours.
That sounds good. I'm always up for trying new things. I know Thai food can be pretty spicy, though. Any recommendations there?
Oh, absolutely. You have to try Tam.
Tam, okay. What is that?
It's a green papaya salad. It's spicy, sour, and so refreshing. It can be pretty intense, but they'll usually ask how spicy you want it. So don't be afraid to start mild and work your way up.
Ooh, I love a good spicy challenge. Maybe I'll start mild and work my way up to Thai hot.
That's the spirit.
Okay, so Sukhumvit Night Market it is.
I think you'll love it. It's got something for everyone.
Perfect. All right, so we've had a pretty full day one, exploring temples, trying new foods. I'm ready for a good night's sleep.
Yeah, get some rest because day 2 is going to be just as exciting.
I can't wait. We'll be back soon for day 2 of our Bangkok adventure. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Bangkok.
All right, day 2. I'm ready to explore more of the city.
Great. And what better way to start the day than by experiencing one of Bangkok's famous floating markets? Yes, floating markets. I've seen pictures, all those colorful boats with vendors selling everything from fresh produce to souvenirs. It seems so unique.
It's truly an experience unlike any other. Picture it. You're gliding through the canals, surrounded by these wooden boats, all piled high with exotic fruits, vibrant flowers, handmade goods, and delicious snacks. It's pretty magical.
It sounds incredible. Which floating market are we headed to today?
Well, for a first-timer, I'd highly recommend Damnoen Saduak.
Damnoen in Saduak.
Okay. It is a bit of a journey to get there, about an hour and a half outside the city, but it's totally worth it, I promise.
Totally. So we get there. What's the best way to actually experience the market?
I'd say hop on a long-tail boat.
A long-tail boat. Okay.
Yeah, these are traditional Thai boats. They'll take you right through the narrow canals so you can get a close-up view of all the action. You can even buy snacks and souvenirs right from your boat as you go along.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm picturing myself just drifting along, taking in the sights and smells, maybe sipping on some fresh coconut water.
Yeah, it's definitely an experience. I'd recommend getting there early, though, to beat the crowds and get the best photos. The morning light is fantastic.
Early bird gets the worm, or in this case, the best market finds. Okay, so we've explored the floating market, taken in the local culture. What's next on our itinerary?
Well, how about some shopping?
Ooh, yes. I hear Bangkok is a shopper's paradise. So many choices.
It is. You have everything from bustling street markets to high-end malls.
Okay, where should we start?
Well, let's start with MBK Center.
MBK.
Yeah, it's one of the largest malls in Southeast Asia. Over 2,000 shops on 8 floors.
Whoa, that's a lot of shops. What kind of things can I find there?
Pretty much anything you can imagine. Clothing, electronics, home goods, tons of souvenirs. You could also find some beautiful Thai handicrafts and silks. Just remember to haggle a little. It's expected and part of the fun.
I love a good bargain. I'll be sure to channel my inner negotiator.
Yeah.
Okay, MBK sounds like an experience.
It is. And if you're looking for something a little more upscale, you could check out Siam Paragon.
Siam Paragon. Okay, tell me more about this one.
It's basically the opposite of MBK. Very luxurious, lots of designer boutiques and fancy restaurants. They even have an aquarium and a movie theater.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing. Love the contrast. So MBK for bargains and Siam Paragon for a little luxury. Perfect.
Yeah, and after all that shopping, you'll probably want to relax a bit.
You read my mind.
Yeah.
What's on the agenda?
How about a sunset cruise along the Chao Phraya River?
A river cruise.
Yeah, picture this. You're on a boat, gently cruising down the river. The sun is setting, casting this golden glow over the city.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
And as you're drifting along, you'll get to see all the landmarks we talked about earlier. Water Room, the Grand Palace, all lit up against the night sky. It's pretty breathtaking.
Wow, that sounds like the perfect ending to our 2 days in Bangkok. So relaxing and scenic.
I think so, too. It's a great way to just reflect on all the amazing things you've seen and experienced.
So we've explored floating markets, shopped till we dropped, and enjoyed a peaceful sunset cruise. What else can we expect in Bangkok? Are there any other tips or insights you'd like to share?
Oh, for sure. Let's see. Transportation first. The BTS SkyTrain and MRT subway are really good options.
Ah, public transport. Always a good way to get around a big city.
Yeah, they're efficient and affordable. Definitely the best way to avoid all the traffic. You can get a Rabbit card. It's like a rechargeable card that works on both systems.
Perfect. I'll be sure to pick one of those up.
Good idea. Another thing, always carry small bills and coins, especially when you're at markets or taking taxis.
Oh, yeah? Good point.
Yeah, it can be tough to get change for larger bills sometimes. And if you can, try to learn a few basic Thai phrases.
Like what?
Just simple things like hello and thank you. It really goes a long way in showing respect for the local culture.
It always makes a difference, I agree. Makes the experience more authentic, too. What else?
Oh, and super important, stay hydrated.
Especially in the heat.
Exactly. The humidity can be intense, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day.
Got it. Water breaks are a must.
And last but not least, just embrace the unexpected.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Bangkok is a city full of surprises. Don't be afraid to get lost, try new things, and just go with the flow.
I love that. That's great advice for life in general.
Isn't it?
Okay, so we've got our itinerary. We're prepared with all the tips and tricks. I think we're ready to experience Bangkok.
I think so, too.
All right, welcome back to our Bangkok deep dive.
Yeah.
2 days, tons of exploring. It's been a whirlwind.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty incredible stuff. Temples, markets, that amazing river cruise. I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
Me too, in the best way possible. But even with our jam-packed itinerary, I feel like there's still so much more to see and do in Bangkok.
Oh, absolutely. That's the beauty of Bangkok. You could spend weeks, months even, and still only scratch the surface. There's always something new to discover.
Exactly. So for all our listeners out there, we wanted to make sure you know that this itinerary is just a starting point.
Yeah, it's your adventure, so personalize it. What are you passionate about?
Exactly. Like if you're a history buff,
Oh, then you'd love the Museum of
the
Siam.
Museum of Siam. I don't think we talked about that.
We didn't. It's really cool. It's all about the history and culture of Thailand. They have
Yeah.
interactive exhibits, multimedia displays. You really get a sense of the evolution of Thai society.
Ooh, that sounds fascinating. I might have to add that to my list.
Yeah.
What about if you're more into nature? I know Bangkok is a bustling city, but are there any places to escape the craziness?
Totally. You have to check out Lumpini Park.
Lumpini Park. Okay.
It's like an oasis right in the middle of the city.
Mhm.
Huge park, tons of greenery, lakes, walking paths. It's the perfect spot to relax and escape the city noise for a bit.
Ah, that sounds so peaceful.
Yeah, you can have a picnic, go for a jog, people watch. I've even seen people doing Tai Chi there in the mornings.
I love it. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in Bangkok. Temples, markets, food, shopping, even some relaxation. What final piece of advice would you give to someone traveling to Bangkok for the first time?
That's a good question. I think the most important thing is to just be open to the experience.
Open to the experience. What do you mean?
Well, Bangkok is a city of contrasts, a mix of ancient traditions and modern life, chaos and tranquility. Don't be afraid to embrace the unexpected. Get lost in the back streets, try new foods, talk to the locals.
Yeah, that's what makes traveling so exciting. Those unexpected moments, the things you can't plan for.
Right. So be open, be curious, and most importantly, have fun.
Well said. I think that's the perfect note to end on.
I think so too.
Well, that wraps up our Bangkok deep dive. I hope you enjoyed this journey as much as we have.
Me too. It was fun.
And to all our listeners, we hope this inspires you to experience the magic of Bangkok for yourself. Safe travels, and until next time, keep exploring.